Hey guys, Alex Raykin here in my brand new studio, and today I'll be reviewing the Enya Go Sonic Smart Electric Guitar. Stay tuned. Alright, so this is the nice bag that this guitar came in with the documentation and cables in that front pocket. Let's take a look inside. And this is how the guitar comes wrapped up. Very nice, protective. And the quality control is on point. Check this out. Okay, so this is how the guitar is when you take off all that paper and stuff. It comes with some instructions there on how to deal with the controls. Take a look. Alright. This is the speaker grill right there. I left some smudge right there next to the speaker grill. Look at these nice pickups with those rings flush to the body. Very nice, very nice. Rounded frets, nice inlay there. And this, the headstock, even has a 0 fret. Very nice. We have a standard Les Paul 24 3/4 inch scale on this guitar. Look at this smooth edge right here. Wow. Yeah, this guitar is completely smooth all the way around with this nice satin carbon fiber finish. Very cool. Very nice. Look at this access to the high frets. That perfect neck joint. Very nice. And this is what the neck looks like from the side. Very nice. Comes with a nice low action. Great setup. And you also have a truss rod adjustment right there at the end of the neck. On the side we have a USB-C 1/4 inch and headphone output. So here are the accessories that came with the guitar. You got a manual, access to their special learning app, and accessories to charge and adjust the guitar. Alright guys, so this is the second Enya Smart guitar that I'm reviewing, and this is the electric version, and this is very cool, and I was hoping they would make something like this, so I'm very excited. So some of those things that they brought over from their acoustic guitars is nice, smooth carbon fiber satin finish. This guitar has a 3-way switch and a single volume knob, and then you have this smart knob just like you have on the other Enya guitar. So we basically just hold this down and it turns on. Okay, turn that little click, we turn it up, and we have our sound. So the virtual amp in this guitar is actually controlled through the Enya Music app, which you can install on your phone or your tablet. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how easy this is to set up right here. So I'm in the Enya Music app right now, and all I do is press connect while the guitar is on, and it searches for it, wait for it, boom, that's it, that easy. So here's how setting up presets works on this guitar. We basically have these 4 different pages, and they correlate to the 4 different colors that the guitar goes through. So as I press them, they change to each one. Okay, and so for each one of these, I could have one of 4 presets set up, right? So I can set up 4 different types of presets for each one, and then just select them, and I'll just know those are the 4 presets that I have selected on the guitar here. So right now you see there's using on this soft cry, and then over here I'm using tower, over here I'm using this vocation, and then I'm using overall on this one. So after that we have our mixer, which helps us control all the relative volumes on the instrument and off the instrument. And then we have our settings, which has very basic settings here. We basically just have an auto on off and firmware update, factory reset. So let's see what kind of amps and effects we have in this. So I'm just going to go to this first preset, soft cry, and click edit, and here we go. Now, as far as the basic amp channel here, we have something called Deluxe Clean. Let's hear what that sounds like. Let's turn that up. So we seem to have kind of like a plate reverb and a basic kind of clean going on here. And so we have Deluxe Clean and 100 Dist, which is their distortion amp. And so that's it. We just have one clean amp, one dirty amp. And then we have an EQ, Fair enough. Modulation. Over here we have a chorus, we have a tremolo, and a vibrato with very basic settings, and then noise reduction, so noise gate, as you'll hear soon, is very necessary, and then a delay and reverb. So pretty basic, but you don't really need that much more usually, so that's okay. So let's hear some presets built into this guitar. I have this soft cry channel on the clean selected, and I'll turn up the speaker all the way, the volume all the way. Here's the bridge pickup. Middle. It's both pickups. Neck. Neck split. Not bad. All right, so I'm going to preview all the tones here. All right, let's start with soft cry. Here's waves. Here's hold time. Here's breath. All right, let's hear the overdrives. Here's standing. Here's Texas. All right, let's try whisper. There's a lot of feedback that happens. Let's try tower. Alright, now to the distortion. Let's try vocation. Train. Feedback off the bat. I have a big amp in front of me. It's cool. Here's talking. Dream Road. Alright guys, so now over to high gain, and the first preset here is real, and I'm guessing this is a lead thing, so I went to my neck pickup. This is kind of like a mid-gain lead. Alright, let's try times. It's kind of dying out quickly. I'm assuming the noise gate is quite turned up. Okay, let's try blood. And overall, let's see. Now I'm going to dial in like a really good lead sound here, so let me just edit this and let's see. So we have preamp, we need more distortion. So what do we got? 35, 40, okay. So let's go up to like, I don't know, 70%. That's pretty cool. Noise reduction. So let's play with this. Let's see if we have this at about half. It's okay. What if we have this at about 30 here? Oh, I see. The lower it goes, the more reduced. So let's go to about 70. That's pretty fine. I won't play with the other variables here. Equalizer, let's turn it off. On. Yeah, I like what it does. Okay, cool. So now let's add a delay. Let's do that. Could be a little bit louder. Pretty cool. Time would slow it down. Oh, that's too fast. Okay, we need to increase it. I like that. Feedback a bit more. And level a bit more. I like it. Nice. And interesting, we don't have a distortion pedal, or do we? Let me see. Modulation. No, we don't. We just have the distortion that's built into the amp. So we're getting all of our preamp gain from here. So let's get it like 80. Let's try that. Or 78. It's a little hard to kind of set it accurately. Okay, there we go. That's pretty cool. Alright. Oh, instant feedback. Oh, all I need to do is just kind of trigger it a little bit. But the noise gate is set fine, but look at this. The moment I touch it, it just starts to feedback. Whoa. Whoa. There we go. Okay. Alright guys, so I'll let you guys know that Enya actually sent me this guitar to review, and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to check this thing out. And let me give you my honest thoughts about this guitar. I'm very happy with the way that it plays. I love this smooth satin finish, and the neck feels very nice. The rounded frets are very nice for the fingers here. I never feel like I'm running into any edges at all on this guitar, which is great. I even love these pickup rings right here that are just flush with the guitar. The styling on this guitar is very nice, very nice. So, and I love that it has the truss rod adjustment right here if you need to adjust it. This guitar is not made out of wood, it's made out of carbon fiber, and so it's less likely to get affected by the weather. But if you need to adjust it, you can. So let me address some things that are left to be desired in this guitar. For one, it doesn't have locking tuners. Now, that's not something that expensive to achieve. Well, with the price of this guitar, I can't really complain that it doesn't have locking tuners, since most guitars in this price range don't have locking tuners, and also don't have most of these features, a built-in speaker, carbon fiber, all this awesome stuff, so I can't complain about that. It's just something that I would want, and I can, of course, just replace the tuners. Although I would be worried about, let's say, if I get a tuner that's a little bit bigger than the holes here. This is not wood, and I don't know what like drilling into this material would be like. Another thing is I wish it had 24 frets, because that's what I'm used to, but at the same time, they kind of made space in that area for the truss rod, and I love that that's right there and not tucked in there. So that's a cool feature. I'll deal with 22 frets. You just got to get good with bending. The next one is a bit of a pro and a con. I love these smooth edges. I think they're really nice on the arm and even feel nice on the leg, but the only drawback is the guitar sort of tends to slip. It tends to slip off because it's kind of rounded there and has this smooth satin finish, so it doesn't grab on. So, but again, that's a minor thing, and you can just put a strap on the guitar, and if you're wearing a strap in general, then you wouldn't really think about this. I feel like this guitar could be used like a traditional electric guitar, and it'll serve that purpose pretty well. The pickups sound nice, the guitar plays well, it's stable, and it could be used as a great recording tool. On top of that, it does have this USB-C output and could be used as an audio interface. That's huge. But I feel like the biggest perk with this guitar is it's completely ready to go. You don't need an amp. You have it built into the guitar, you have a speaker built into the guitar, and you can just change presets on this thing with or without your phone, save the presets that you want, and just you take your guitar out of your bag, you turn it on, and you can just play it like you would an acoustic at a campfire, but you have a distorted guitar, you have the sound that you want. So I would use this guitar for travel. I would use it for travel if I'm going somewhere myself, just to play, or if I'm traveling to students' homes. That's a big one. So if I just go to a student's home, I know that they're probably not going to have a second amplifier for me, or an amplifier at all. Maybe they're an acoustic player or whatever. I could just bring this guitar, I could play it acoustically and play it on a nice clean sound, and I'll be heard in the room. I'll be a lot more comfortable than playing like a bulky acoustic guitar. It's also light, surprisingly, considering it has a speaker, but having the distortion and everything built into the guitar like this is very, very nice. So I was telling a good friend of mine about 12, 13 years ago that this is an eventual reality that we're going to have. I knew that amplifiers were eventually going to shrink into apps and just into software, and then eventually that's going to be able to be incorporated into a guitar and eventually a speaker and everything built in. And this is what I visualized 12 years ago, and I'm glad was created, and I'm have the privilege here to be reviewing it for you guys. So I'm very excited about this future of the guitar and what's to come for this instrument. So if you ask me, would I recommend this guitar in this price range? Hell yes. It's amazing. It's really all you need. And if you're sort of underwhelmed by the guitar amps and by the effects that are offered in the app, at least thus far, because they might just upgrade the firmware and the software and then offer more effects. That's very possible. It's capable. So they might fix the feedback issue a bit, and so that could all be fixed in the future. It's kind of like Tesla. You get these updates and it just like the car gets better. That might happen with this guitar, but I can't make promises. So Enya, I know you're listening. You might want to try to work on some of these little details here, add more effects, and expand the whole virtual guitar amp thing. Maybe work on the feedback a bit if that's possible. And maybe future versions of this guitar have a couple of more frets and some other features as well. So, but overall, I'm very happy with it, and I recommend this to anyone who's traveling with an electric guitar to not have to worry about bringing an amp. And also just needs an electric guitar in general, because like in this range, it's just great, right? My students, I recommend them a guitar, and then I have to tell them, okay, then you need to buy a cable and an amp, and then they have to think about all these different details. But if they could just spend like a few $100, which this is not in a advanced price range at all. This is just still in the beginner range, price range wise, of guitars. It's just maybe $100 or $2 more than most students would spend at the beginning, and they have everything built in. So this is a great option for people learning as well. Alright guys, so if this was informative to you guys, go ahead and like this video, comment, and subscribe, because it really helps this channel grow, and I will see you guys in the next one.